I'm Carrie.
And I'm Kathleen.
Welcome back to Catch Us in the Kitchen.
And today we're making Swanson Family English shortbread.
As always, the first step is putting your hair up, washing your hands, and cleaning the countertops. For the equipment portion of our mise en place, all you need are 4 things. You need 1 mixing bowl, a whisk, a 1 cup measuring cup, and a 1/2 cup measuring cup.
For the ingredient portion of our mise en place, we will need all-purpose flour, granulated white sugar, 2 sticks of butter, and salt.
First step is to add in all of our dry ingredients, starting with 1/2 cup of sugar,
1 cup of flour, and a pinch of salt. Our next step is to whisk all these ingredients together. In a time crunch to make a recipe like this, you need 2 sticks of butter. But we keep ours in our freezer, so a good hack to get them soft in an instant is to grab a large dish or cup, fill it with boiling hot water, let it sit for a few minutes, and then pour the water out and cover the butter like so. And in about 2 or 3 minutes, you'll have freshly softened butter all ready to go.
And before we go ahead and get baking, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. After we've been mixing together a dough for about 2 minutes, it should be able to kind of ball together, but then also crumble apart. And this is how like cake pop dough should kind of look.
Next step what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our mixture here and we're just gonna put it into our circular pan. And it doesn't have to be firm or balled yet. You just wanna kind of sprinkle it in there. One recipe should be about 2 pans worth. And once it's in the pan, we'll show you what you're gonna do next.
Make sure that your pan is also pretty thin too, like 2 to 8 inch round cake pan. This will help it cook better.
And spray it before.
Once your mixture is crumbled into here, you're gonna take the palm of your hand and just start pressing it down.
If you're noticing that your surface is a little bit uneven, you wanna fill it in with just some sprinkles of the mixture, just to make sure that everything's even. And then you're gonna take a spoon and just kind of like smoothen out the edges of the dish until it looks like that. Just make sure everything's nice and smooth. Before you smooth it out, it should look something kind of like this. And after you smooth it out, it'll be nice and smooth.
We're gonna go ahead and put these into the oven for 25 minutes. The modern English shortbread was originally made by the Scottish Queen Mary in the 16th century.
Shortbread tastes like a sugar cookie. It has a melt-in-your-mouth, crumbly texture.
Shortbread is a biscuit, but what makes it different from other baked goods is that it doesn't contain any leavening agents. So when you put it into the oven, it's going to be the same height when you take it out of the oven.
Fun little story behind this recipe is that it's originally from my grandma, who got it from her best friend who moved over here from England when my mom was a little girl. They became best friends and they ended up sharing recipes with each other, and this was one that came from her friend's family. So it's all the way here from England. We've just taken these out of the oven, which means that it's time to prick. So you're just gonna take your fork and you're gonna make lines down the middle, just like so. Very gentle, very delicate, nothing too hard or scary at all. Just lines down the middle, and it should end up looking like that. Once you've taken it out of the oven and pricked it, you're just gonna cut it into fourths, like so. And then after you've cut it into fourths, you're gonna cut it into more fourths, like so. And then you're gonna cut it into fourths again. So you're gonna end up having a total of 12 pieces.
The final step is that we're gonna go ahead and let these cut shortbreads cool under a white cotton dish towel.
All right, guys, at the end, once it's cooled for about 15 minutes-ish, we're just gonna take some sugar, coat it over the top so that it's completely covered. And there you have it. And then cut it up again just to make sure it's solid, and you're all good to go. Just cut up our shortbread and we're gonna taste test it. Sensational.
Yeah, it really tastes just like a sugar cookie, but without frosting. That was good.
10 out of 10. Stay tuned for Mr. Allen rating. Bye.
We got like a Christmas cookie tin. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I've ever had shortbread before. But a Nash family, this I believe is your family. Secret recipe. I'm loving the sugar on top. Very nice, like snow. You know, but sweet. You know, very good.
All right.
Solid family recipe.
Is it bussin'?
Just busting.
All right.
Two bite busting.